Hello and welcome back to the Women's Football Chat. Today we're here for yet more WSL predictions as it's game week 18 of the 23-24 Women's Super League season. We have only 4 games this game week as the Conti Cup final is this Sunday, meaning Arsenal, Chelsea, Bristol City and Tottenham are not in WSL action. But still, 4 matches means there's more than enough for us to talk about in today's video. So let's start on the Saturday with the 12:30 game. First up, Aston Villa versus Leicester City. Should be an interesting one, this. Both sides fairly evenly matched in the table this season. Both have had quite good campaigns by their standards, though. Leicester overperforming, Aston Villa massively underperforming. So both sides having just juxtaposing seasons in that regard. Not a lot of focus is going to be on this game, but do you think it could be a quiet cracker?
I think it's going to be a decent contest. I'm not expecting a cracker, but I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be a highly contested game. However, I do think that Aston Villa will run out winners. I think it'll be quite a decent 2-0 win in the end. Both goals coming in the second half. I think the first one will come through Kenza Darley, who's looked pretty good since coming back from injury. And then a second goal, I'll go for Ebony Salmon. It's fresh off a goal last week, fresh off an England call-up under 21s. Going to hit the ground running.
Almost called a salmon there as well. I think it'll be a close one. I'll say Aston Villa 2, Leicester City 2. I think it'll be Jutta Randala and Justine van Havermet with the goals for the Travelling Foxes. As for Aston Villa, I am going to back Rachel Daly. It's boring, but she's good. And Adriana Leon with the goals for Villa. Up next in the game, we're live for Liverpool versus Manchester City. Join us live from 12:15 for the 12:30 kickoff of Liverpool versus Man City. It's not our only stream of the weekend, but we'll get onto that in just a moment. For Liverpool City, though, should be a really interesting game. Man City obviously pushing for the title right now, and every game for them will feel like a cup final. They've only got 5 games, so they can make them feel like cup finals. We will be live for it. Should be a good game. As for Liverpool, they'll be looking to provide an upset. They have done it already this season. They beat Arsenal obviously on the opening day. They'll be looking to channel that sort of energy again later, this weekend. Do you see that happening, Harry, or is City simply too strong?
I think Liverpool will try their best, but this City side are so laser focused on that WSL title. They just don't look like slipping up at all against anyone at the moment. The way they're playing football, and I think it's going to be another really strong performance from the title challengers. I think it'll be a really convincing game from the whole of their front three. I will go Manchester City 4, Liverpool 0. I will go Kelly goal, Shaw goal, Hemp goal, and then a 4th goal coming from Alex Greenwood from a corner.
Fair enough. I think the reason Liverpool beat Arsenal earlier in the season was the performance of Rachel Laws on the day and a little bit of poor finishing from Arsenal. And I think City might be prone to the same issues. I'll say Liverpool 0, Manchester City 0. A bit of a drier one to stream, and City dropping points away from home.
They won't.
Well, it's a prediction. It's just a prediction. Throwing it out there. Let's see what happens. Up next, on to the Sunday. Then, first up, it's Manchester United versus Everton. United have had a fairly poor campaign. And, after this, they do have not a Champions League, an FA Cup semi-final to play. So their focus may be elsewhere. However, this weekend, they've got a tough opponent in Everton, who have provided a few upsets this season. Everton, they find themselves currently just above the drop zone in that sort of group of teams that aren't going to go down because Bristol City exist, but can't really push up into the top 5. So they're very much in that gaggle of teams. Whether or not they can get something against United, those are different matter. United, despite their poor form of late, are still a very good team and should have no issues dispatching of Everton. But what do you see happening here, Harry?
Yeah, I think it'll be a decent game, but again, United should have the quality to oversee this challenge. They didn't look great last time out, but as you say, they do need a good performance going into that FA Cup semi-final against Chelsea next weekend, and I think they will carry some momentum into that with a 3-0 win here against the Toffees. I will go for a Nikita Paris goal to open the scoring. I think there'll be a second goal from Ella Toon, and a third goal will be Hayley Ladd from the penalty spot.
Fair enough. I will say Manchester United 2, Everton 1. I think it'll be a tight one. I think Everton will open the scoring. A lot of United fans will be looking down at the ground going, here we go again. I think Mark Skinner will start shouting at a 4th official or something. But yeah, Everton will open the scoring through Piemonte. And then I think United will come back later in the game. I will go for Jose Ferreira. She really needs a goal. She needs a good performance to really kickstart her life at United. She's not done a lot in this season. And I think if she wants to be secure at United next season, she's really got to perform towards the end of this campaign. So I think she'll score. And then I'll say Hinata Miyazawa. I think she's back from injury now. If not, I'll say Katie Zellum. But I hope Miyazawa's back. I hope she can start firing for United because she was so good at the World Cup. We haven't seen that yet in red for her at the Red Devils.
No skin or red card?
Oh no, not quite. A yellow card.
Oh,
yellow card.
Oh, he's on the line.
And then he'll go sit on his bench and be quiet because he's a good boy. Up next, we have the final game of the game week, which feels weird because we only just started the video, but it's West Ham versus Brighton. West Ham currently find themselves, both sides, just above the relegation zone in 10th and 11th. They've both been okay at times this season. I think Brighton would be in a lot of trouble if the Ellie Turner didn't exist. I think West Ham would be in a lot of trouble if it wasn't for their transfers in January, bringing in players like Zadorsky, like Katrina Gorey. She's probably been the biggest addition actually for West Ham, and they've looked a lot better in recent weeks. So can they claim a comfortable home victory here as they look to keep rising up the WSL table, or will Brighton provide a victory?
Yeah, I think it's a really good game. West Ham will be frustrated that they didn't get anything out of Chelsea game because they had a lot of opportunities to find the back of the net. Especially
the manner in which Angry Jones' goal was scored. That was somewhat frustrating for West Ham.
Brighton, they're a decent side on their day as well. I think this will be a good game. Now, obviously for West Ham, you say obviously Katrina Gorey was a huge addition. Today she's going to be a huge omission after picking up her injury against the Blues last weekend. So that will I think that's going to let West Ham down the middle of the park.
Or will we see Christy Mewis finally get some minutes?
Maybe, but I just don't think she brings that gory impact. I will go for a draw for that sake. I think West Ham will take the lead through Ueki. It'll be a game where they are holding on and they start to struggle towards the end of the game. And then it will be an Ellie Turlen goal with about 10 minutes to go.
Shock.
That will level the scores.
Absolute shock. Yeah, I think Ueki was probably the player of the match against Chelsea, despite Chelsea's victory. And I think this game will follow a similar... I don't know. I think West Ham are going to win here. I don't think Brighton have shown an awful lot this season. I know they've got a new young coach in, and we'll be interested to see how he gets on this weekend in his first role as big as this. I will say, though, he will get off to a bad start. West Ham 2, Brighton 0, and it'll be goals from whom? It will be Vivian Asayi. And I'm going to go Ueke because she was so good last weekend. Didn't get a goal, some brilliant turns. I mean, she absolutely done Jess Carter about 4 times. So she was really unfortunate not to score. And I think West Ham will claim a very handy 2-0 win. That is everything, though, for this game week. It's a very short video today, but we are, of course, still got some good streams coming this weekend. As I say, Liverpool City on at 12:30, we'll be live from 12:15, and then on Sunday, the big one, the Conti Cup final. If you want to see our full preview for that match, we've already posted that earlier this week, so go check that out on the channel now. If you want to join us live, we'll be live from 12:30 for the 3 o'clock kickoff, and hopefully we'll track to a very, very good final. I'm excited for it. I know you guys are excited for it. Harry, you excited for it?
Cannot wait. It's been an absolutely brilliant game.
How can you not be excited? So join us. We'll be live from 12:30, doing 30 minutes of build-up before the big game. And then, of course, providing live match analysis, commentary, and reactions to all the goals, all the moments, and all the big controversies. Hopefully, there's not many of those. But yes, we will be live for a while. Join us live. That's everything from us today. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. If you want to keep watching our content, we want a video of us covering Harry's face right now. And it's a video talking about the game, of course, the preview. So we'll put that there so you can go and watch that. But that is everything from us this week. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.